Rhythm and Soul Radio, Marco Noble's here. We have our guest line still open. LMarilyn Crawford is with us. She is the only minority distributor of Invisismart in the U.S. Invisismart is a company that specializes in preventative technology, manufacturing and distributing revolutionary coding, including the Invisismart Mask, Invisismart Shield. And before we went to the last song, Marilyn Crawford was showing us uh, not only the mask and the shield, but also some of the other products, the hand sanitizer, and some of those other products that Invisismart has.
So we have the hand sanitizer. We have the sleeve that you can take on the airplane. We have the spray, the commercial spray, like I said, for schools, for gymnasiums, for office buildings, for small and large areas. We also have the both masks, the black one, the white one, the 30-day, the 5-day mask. So we have quite an array of products at shop.invisismart.com, and it's INVISISMART.com.
Okay, and you mentioned, I think at the beginning when we talked, that all the products of Invisismart are FDA approved and have all of the approvals of.
They have all of the approvals for the safety seal, so that you are actually safe. But even more importantly, beyond that, the testing went beyond that to the top university for medicine in the world, University of Cambridge. We have the letters and the certification. All that is online.
And
you know what's important? Let me just mention this. It is also water-based technology that's gentle and safe for your kids, your family, for humans, for animals, and for the planet. That's really important.
Absolutely. And it's, particularly important to know to have all those approvals, and that, they can be seen online, as we're talking about the possible vaccines that hopefully will start being distributed, in the next month or so. But there's still FDA approvals and all those approvals going on, and that could take time. So,
well, even if you take a vaccine, if you're still not Invisismart ready, and if you still don't have the Invisismart seal, you take the who wants to get COVID? Why would you even choose it? If you take the vaccine is supposed to help you get better from COVID. But why don't we just not get it to begin with? Why don't we take the precaution to not get it? Common sense, what we teach our kids. We can take you to the doctor to if you break a limb, to put your arm in a cast. But why break a limb? I mean, that's common sense for even the youngest of kids. And unfortunately, like you said, like I said, like the world's saying, they politicize this, and people actually aren't believing the scientists. They aren't believing what they actually see, what they read. The deaths are happening all around us. I don't want my people to die, and my people is the human race. You know, we got to get back to normal, and Invisismart offers us a future.
Yeah. One of the things that is really interesting, because as we talk about people of color being adversely affected by COVID and dying at 3 times the rate of others, we when we talk about vaccine, I would say we're not anxious to take a vaccine. So when there is a vaccine, most of us as Black folks and brown folks are not going to be first to take that vaccine. So Invisismart and its products become even more important for us to live throughout, the next year and then beyond, because, this, wearing masks probably will not go away without, just because we have a vaccine. At this point, when we get on planes, when we, are doing certain activities, we're still going to be wearing masks just to protect ourselves. So I think that's probably something else that, and I'm sure Invisismart has thought about this and why they've created these products, because masks probably will not go away, or the need to wear masks will not go away.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at if you really part it down, 1 in 1,000 people die from coronavirus. 1 Black in 1,000 people. I'm talking about the race and culture now. So if you analyze deaths by race and ethnicity and cultures, etc., 1 in 1,000 die. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you have to realize that. Oh my goodness, it's a battle. Okay, and 1 in 1,000 having already died from coronavirus is a wake up call for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, it doesn't discriminate.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
we continue to make up a disproportionate amount of the people that die. And you made a great point about taking the vaccine, because look what we're witnessing every day that's happening, that's unfair, unjust, illegal, from different entities. Why would we trust them now with our lives?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly an alternative, and the fact that you are, there as the only minority distributor of this product in the United States, period, allows for one that hopefully we come to someone who looks like us, where we
Yes.
have a place of trust to be able to get these products that can save our lives, our families' lives, our friends' lives.
Marco, one thing that we didn't talk about and that I think is so important to mention is during the height of anti-racism and the Floyd murder, and et cetera, all these big corporations came out and said, we have an anti-racism program. We're going to fight systemic racism. We're going to pledge $100 million over 10 years, $140 million over 10 years, $30 million over 3 years. Well, what people don't know is that money was already pledged for social responsibility, number one. Number two, you're talking about companies that are worth some from $18 billion up to $600 billion. So what is $10 million to them? Thirdly, those companies are only looking at putting someone there to hire in a spot. This is our diversity and inclusivity person. Look what we did. Clap, clap, clap. But they're not going to give minority suppliers like me and like all the other minority suppliers out there the opportunity to bid on contracts or to be included in contracts that they do. Every Fortune 500 company that I have called to date or introduced this to date is already dealing with a majority company. Hello. And my product is the best in the market. So it's not about the quality of the product. It's about them claiming to do the right thing and not doing it. That's a whole nother show for you, because I got to the point where I said at the beginning of the year, I'm actually going to do the research, and I'm going to name the 10 top companies who are doing what they said they were going to do, and I'm going to name the 10 companies who are not doing what they said they're going to do. And I'm just going to name them. What happens after that, it happens after that. There you go.
Right. Well, like you said, that is a whole nother show, and we certainly would like to have you back to talk more about Invisismart and some of the other, projects and some of the other things that Invisismart does. Because again, the company's been around 10 years, and so we're talking right now about COVID and the response to COVID and the protections for COVID. But what Invisismart does is something that is lifelong and life changing.
Absolutely.
Definitely, thank you.
You do such a great job. I just want to congratulate you, and all your listeners. Please pass this information on. And it's not about the business; it's about saving lives. If we're in a position to save our people, if we're in a position to save other people, to help the human race, to get back to normal, to get back to life, to provide a future for our kids, then let's take advantage of it. Thank you so much, Marco.
Thank you. And before I let you go, remind people again about the website, how they can look up Invisismart, how they can look at the products and get all the information they need to get so they can take advantage of this opportunity to be safe for themselves and their family.
The company is the website is shop.invisismart.com. My company is Windsor Primetime, and there's a hyperlink to Invisismart.com on it. But You can Google Invisismart. If you're a big corporation, you can call me. I just want to add too, there's another company that I represent that I wish schools had the money to get involved with. And I know we have limited money now. It has a telephone booth kind of thing where the kid can walk through, be sprayed, and go to class. It also has an app attached, and that app tells the teacher it's a quick lab and a Santa lab. The quick lab actually takes the test of the kid at the beginning, and that test goes strictly to the principal's office, and it tells the principal if that kid is safe to come to school today. Because a lot of schools are shutting down because one kid in one class had COVID. And so, and that's called Santa Quick and Quick Lab. That's all under Windsor Primetime. So feel free to reach out to me if you're a major corporation.
Okay, excellent. So Windsor Primetime is the direct company for LMarilyn Crawford, but then
WindsorPrimetime.com.
And then there's also Invisismart, which is shop.invisismart.com.
Yes, sir.
All right. So again, thank you for sharing the information. Thank you for joining us. We certainly will be doing this again so that we can continue to educate the community and educate our listeners about what we can do to continue to protect ourselves so that we can continue to enjoy the arts, music, culture that we feature here on Rhythm and Soul Radio on a regular basis. Thank you.
For the music, baby.
All right, we're going to get back into it.
Education and entertainment.
That's right. Edutainment.
Edutainment.
There you go. Rhythm and Soul Radio.
Thank you so much.